action!
Tranio, since for the great desire I had to see fair Padua, nursery of arts, I am arrived for fruitful Lombardy, and by my father's love and leave am armed with his goodwill and thy good company. My trusty servant, well approved in all, here let us breathe, and haply institute a course of learning and ingenious studies, and therefore, Tranio, for the time I study virtue and that part of philosophy. By virtue will I apply the treats of happiness by virtue specially to be achieved. Tell me thy mind, for I have peace left, and how you have come. As he that leaves a shallow plash to plunge him in the deep, and in satiety he seeks to quench his thirst.
Gentle mastermind, I am in all affected of yourself. Glad that you continue your resolve to suck the sweets of sweet philosophy. Only, gentle master, while we do admire this moral discipline, let's be no stoics, no stocks, I pray. For no profit goes where no profit goes where no pleasure's taken. In brief, sir, study what you're supposed to know.
Gramercy, Tranio, well dost thou advise. But stay a while. What company is this?
Master, some show to welcome us to town.
Gentlemen, importune me no farther, for how I am firmly resolved to know. That is not to bestow my youngest daughter, for I have a husband for the elder. If either of you both love Katharina, because I know you well and love you well, leave shall you have to court her at your pleasure.
To court her, rather. She's too rough for me. There, Hortensio, will you any way?
I pray you, sir, is it your will to make a stale of me amongst these mates?
Mates, maid, how mean you that? No mates for you unless you are of a gentler or milder mold.
I faith, sir, you shall never need to fear. I was it not halfway to her heart, but no doubt her care should be. To comb you and noddle with a three-legged stool and paint your face and use you like a fool.
From all such devils, good Lord, deliver us.
And me too, good Lord.
Hush, master, here's some good pastime toward. That wench is either stark mad or a wonderful froward.
But in the other silence do I see maid's mild behavior and sobriety.
Gentlemen, to make good in what I have said, Bianca, get you in, but let it not displease thee, good Bianca, for I love thee near the lesson ago.
A pretty Pete is best, her finger and eye, and she knew why.
Sister, content you my discontent. Sir, to your pleasure, humbly I subscribe. My books and instruments shall be my company, on them to look and practice by myself.
Senor Baptista, will you be so strange? Sorry am I that our goodwill affects Bianca's grief.
Signor Baptista, why will you mew her up for this fiend of hell and make her bear the penance of her tongue?
Gentlemen, I am resolved. Go in, Bianca. And for I know she taketh most delight in music, instruments, and poetry, schoolmasters will I keep within my house, fit to instruct her youth. If you, Hortensio, or you, Signor Gremio, you know any such, prefer them hither, for I be very kind and liberal in the good bringing up of mine own children. So farewell. Katharina, you may stay, for I have more to commune with Bianca.
Why, and I trust I may go too, may I not? What should I be appointed hours as though I knew not to take and what to leave? Huh?
You may go to the devil's dam. Your gifts are so good, here's none will hold you. Our cakes dough on both sides. Farewell. Yet for the love I bear my sweet Bianca, if I can by any means light on a man to fit her, that wherein she delights, I will wish him to her father.
So will I, Signor Gremio, but a word I pray. Though the nature of our quarrel yet never brooked quarrel, note upon advice, it toucheth us both, that we may yet again have access to our fair mistress, and be happy rivals in Bianca's love, to labor and effect in one thing special.
What's that, I pray?
To marry, to get a husband for her sister.
A husband, a devil.
I say a husband.
Thinkst thou, Hortensio, although her father be very rich, any man is so very a fool to be married to hell?
Tush, Gremio, though it pass your patience and mine to endure her loud alarms, why, man, there be good fellows in the world, and a man could light on them, would take her with all her faults, and money enough.
With this condition to be whipped at the high cross every morning.
Faith, as you say, there's a small choice in rotten apples, but come, since this bar law makes us friends, and should be so far forth friendly maintained, to by helping Baptista's eldest daughter to a husband, we set his youngest free to a husband, then fresh, sweet Bianca, he who runs fastest gets the ring. How say you, Signor Gremio?
I am agreed, and I would have given him the best horse in Padua to begin his wooing that would thoroughly woo her, wed her, bet her, and rid the house of her. Come on.
I pray, sir, tell me, is it possible that love truly takes such hold?
Oh, Tranio, till I found it to be true, I never thought it possible or likely. But see, while idly I stood looking on, I found the effect of love in idleness, and now in plainness do confess to thee, Tranio, I burn, I pine, I perish, Tranio. If I achieve not this young modest girl, counsel me, Tranio, for I know thou canst. Assist me, Tranio, for I know thou wilt.
Master, it is no time to chide you now. Affection is not rated from the heart. But you look so longly on the maid. Perhaps you mark not what's the pith of all.
Oh, but I saw sweet beauty in her face.
Saw you no more? Marked you not how her sister began to storm and raise up such a storm that mortal ears could barely endure the din?
Tranio, I saw her coral lips to move, and with her breath she did perfume the air. Sacred and sweet was all I saw in her.
Nay then, 'tis time to awake him from his trance. I pray, awake, sir. If you love the maid, then bend thoughts in which to achieve her. And thus it stands that her eldest sister is so cursed and shrewd that until her father rids his hands of her, master, your love must live a maid at home. And therefore he has closely mewed her up so that she will not be annoyed with suitors.
Oh, Tranio, what a cruel father is he. But art thou not advised that he took some care to get her cunning schoolmasters to instruct her?
A merry mind, 'tis plotted.
I have it, Tranio.
Master, both our inventions jump and meet in one.
Tell me thine first.
You will undertake the teaching of the maid. That's your device.
It is. May it be done?
Not possible. For who shall be here in Padua, Vicentio's son? Keep house and ply book, visit his countrymen, and welcome his friends?
Content thee, for I have it full. We have not yet been seen in any house, nor can we be distinguished by our faces for man or master. Then it follows thus. Thou shalt be master, Tranio, in my stead. Here, take my colored hat and cloak. When Biadello comes, he waits on thee, but I will charm him first to keep his tongue.
Set that sure the pleasure is mine, for your father charged me at our parting, be serviceable to my son, quoth he. And although I think 'twas in another sense, I am content to be Lucentio so well. I love Lucentio.
Tranio, be so because Lucentio loves. And let me be a slave to achieve that maid whose sudden sight hath thralled my wounded eye. Here comes the rogue. Sirrah, where have you been?
Where have I been? Nay, how now, where are you? Master, has my fellow Tranio stolen your clothes, or you stolen his, or both? Pray, what's the news?
Sirrah, come hither. Your fellow Tranio here, to save my life, puts my apparel and my countenance on, and I, for my escape, have put on his. For in a quarrel, since I came ashore, I killed a man, and in fear was described. Wait you on him, I charge you, as becomes, while I make way from hence to save my life. You understand me?
Aye, sir, narrow it.
And not a jot of Tranio in your mouth. Tranio is changed into Lucentio.
The better for him, wish I were so too.
When I'm alone, why then I am Tranio, but in all places else, your master Lucentio.
Tranio, let's go. One thing more rest, that thyself execute, to make one among these wooers. If thou ask me why, sufficeth my reasons are both good and weighty.